are so happy to be here and to see all of you again. You know, we come from halfway around the world, but we feel like we're visiting old friends. We couldn't be more excited to visit during this time of construction. We see the well that has already been drilled and construction starting on the water storage tank.
This is the source for Ilamu Muja. It's a drilled well. It's about 450 feet deep. The great thing about groundwater, and that's what this is it's protected. As the water is moving through the ground, all the bacteria and viruses are removed. This water will be pumped almost 6 miles to a storage tank up on a hill, and from there the water flows to the taps in the communities, and the people then have this great groundwater to drink instead of the horrific water that they're using now.
I know when we visited before, you said that the biggest problem here is with water. You're having to walk a long way to get water, and your children are very sick. Water Action told us that 90% of the people in this district do not have water. This is a problem that can be solved.
We have seen women saying that they all have been waiting for safe water coming to their villages, and they couldn't believe that there is hope that they will be able to see it while they are still alive.
I'm very excited to see Jigafi again. We met her last year when we were visiting Ilamu Muja. We said, yes, we want to do this project. And she was thanking us and saying, "You've reached me before my time has passed." And we all cried. This is one of the latrine pits that's under construction right now in Ilamu Muja. This gentleman is digging a pit that's going to be about 10 feet deep, and this is really hard-looking soil.
My wife and I have 4 children. Water Action came and talked to us about how important it is for our children's health to have a latrine, and they taught us how to build one, so I decided that would be an important thing for us to do. I've been digging for 3 days now to get down to the 10-foot level, and now I'm widening the pit.
And so then what happens after the pit is dug? What is he going to do next?
When I am through digging the pit, I will collect some wood and I will build the platform over the pit and the walls and the roof. Then the latrine will be finished.
Yay! This is Destagunfa, and she's one of the 9 village hygiene communicators in the villages of Ilamu Muja. She agreed to volunteer for this position and went and received 15 days training on all the different ways in which households can change some of their hygiene behaviors and be healthier.
It was very interesting for me to learn that our family's health could improve so much by using a latrine or by keeping the cattle out of our house. My teaching has begun at home first, in talking with my husband and my children. We have made changes at home, and now I am a model for my neighbors because they can see the impact it's having for us.
Behavior changes are hard, even though people are enthusiastic about it. Taking that next step to where you're actually making the change in your household can take a long time.
I'm standing at the tank site for Ilamu Muja. This is the site of their 12,000-gallon storage tank. Water Action has perfected different ways to construct tanks using the materials that are available. This rock I'm showing you will be joined on the outside with masonry block, and then they'll put a layer of rebar to hold the tank, keep it strong. And then masons will come by and make the rock perfectly smooth on the outside of the tank.
And I want to thank you for all of your kind words that started in Oromifa and went to Amharic and finally to our language. But we're very happy to take your thoughts and feelings home to the many people that we represent who have helped to provide the funding for this project.
We have seen in the visit in the community that many of the people there know what their problems are, and they appreciate what we are doing for them. One very important thing is very much related to respecting people. We as an outsiders would come in, and our approach should be so very much respecting the people there. And that way, whatever we do will be with them, not for them.
We're with representatives of the 10 villages that make up Ilamu Muja. One person thanked us at the very beginning for keeping our promise. We were here visiting in April of 2006, and at that point the project hadn't started, but we had, committed here with these people. We said, yes, we will provide the funding that's needed to get this project going. And so he was thanking us for keeping that promise.
I remember when we met the first time with Water First. And as you guys were saying, that you're just an organization who's starting, and we will have to bear with you, to grow together. I was thinking, this is something we should be building upon. And you guys, you are so good, so loving, so I don't really have any words to express that. And I don't want this relationship to be interrupted in no way.
In order for us to keep our promises, we need support from our donors who, like us, see this problem and know that this shouldn't be happening. What we have here are human resources, people who are willing to work hard. We have our partner organization, Water Action. They know how to work with communities so that those communities can run the projects. And the only thing that is missing from this whole equation is the funding.
And we should be continuing to accumulate the trust from the community. We should not be deserting them. And we should always be able to help those people who need us so very much.
This is Bosu. She is one of the beneficiaries of the Ilamu Muja project. And this is the water source that her family uses every day. Even though there's a project under construction here, it's not done yet. So people still have to come to their traditional water sources to collect water for their families.
I make 3 trips here every day. It takes me 2 hours to collect water and return home. I come early in the morning, then I have work to do around the house and in the field. I come again before dinner, and my last trip is in the evening.
Bosu is one of the people that you're helping here in Ethiopia. When this project is done, she has 6 hours a day to spend doing something more productive than walking to get water.